Hello, I'm Jar Reality, and welcome to the Reality Self-Protection Channel. I'm a fist load specialist, self-protection analyst, advisor, and lifelong practitioner. People often say that you can't learn how to defend yourself from a book, but that is largely untrue because self-protection and self-defense are more mental than physical. The most important thing you need is knowledge on the subject, and the places where you'll find the most knowledge about anything are in books. After completing the 10-week course at the Cobra Self-Defense Academy, I had a bad experience with Future Dragon's Kung Fu Sanda kickboxing back in 2015. That ultimately was the main catalyst that turned me off from ever wanting to go somewhere to train in so-called traditional martial arts again. After participating in the Cobra Self-Defense Academy, I started to realize that it wasn't martial arts that I was looking for, it was self-protection and self-defense. I leaned hard in that direction and started educating myself by reading many books on the subject by various authors. These are just a few of the many books that I have read over the years within that time frame, and out of all of them, Self-Defense Made Simple by Phil Pierce is among the best books on the subject that I still make it a point to go back and read every year. Phil Pierce is a martial artist and fitness coach with over 20 plus years of experience training and teaching around the globe. Today, he works to share his knowledge and help others learn more about martial arts, self-defense, fitness, and well-being. Now, let me make it crystal clear if I haven't already. I'm a fist load specialist, self-protection analyst, advisor, and lifelong practitioner. What I'm not is a self-defense instructor, and I don't claim to be one. I'm not one of those people on YouTube pretending to be a self-defense expert or an authority on the subject because if I wanted to be a self-defense instructor, I could absolutely be one, but I choose not to. I personally feel that self-defense is just a small part of self-protection and that self-protection encompasses the bigger picture. I train with and carry weapons on a day-to-day basis. I have a commitment to carry. That mindset is not self-defense, it's based on self-protection. I teach people to have a commitment to carry and that they should have no fewer than 4 defensive options on their person because, like so many other people in the world today, I'm not a MMA fighter. And I realistically don't even have the time and or physicality to train like that, even if I wanted to again. Fortunately for me, I got the opportunity to do that at one point in my life and ultimately realized that it wasn't for me. So I believe that if you're having to fend off a violent attacker with your bare hands, either you made a lot of bad choices in your naive life up to that point, or Murphy's Law kicked in, and everything that could go wrong on that day went wrong. If you're in a violent attack and you pull out some type of weapon to defend yourself, from the moment that you decided to carry a weapon the day for protection, to the moment you decided to pull it out to defend yourself, that was self-protection. Self-defense is everything that happens on the other side of the coin once it's been flipped. So I don't teach self-defense. I don't follow anybody else's self-defense, and other than KMW Krav Maga, I don't recommend any other self-defense opinion or material other than what you'll find in this book because, when it comes to the topic of self-defense, I honestly feel like it could not be presented better than how Phil Pierce already presented it in this book, Self-Defense Made Simple. Everything on the topic of self-defense that I could have thought of or ever tried to say, Phil Pierce already wrote in his in-depth to the point books on the subject. I reached out to Phil Pierce in 2022 through email, asking him if it was okay if I used some of his material for reference. Surprisingly, he actually got back to me. In my experience reaching out to a lot of people in the self-protection, self-defense industry, you either never get a response unless you're a big name. And if you do get a response, more often than not, it's usually not a positive one. But Phil Pierce responded, and I found his response to be very positive. He said he was fine with me using his material as a reference as long as I wasn't reproducing it or using his actual content for monetary gain. From that day on, I've had nothing but the utmost respect for him, and I continue to read and study his books, especially Self-Defense Made Simple. So if people ask me about self-defense, I'll always refer them to this book. And today, if you can even get your hands on a physical copy of this book, at most it would probably only set you back about $10. This book is worth way more than that, and if you can't spend $10 on something that could ultimately provide you with the knowledge to protect and defend not only yourself but also the people that you love and care about, then we really need to have a serious discussion about what is actually important to you in your life. The main thing that is making this book so great in 2024 is that it's free to read on Amazon Kindle Prime Reading. That means if you have a Prime membership in the Kindle app, you can read this book for free. So if you're such a tightwad that you can't afford to spend $10 on priceless information but you're paying more than that for a Prime membership so that you can get free shipping and watch Jack Reacher and the new Fallout show, well, you're in luck. Because even though I love this book and wish that you would buy it to support Phil Pierce, I'm not trying to sell it to you. With your Prime membership, you can read this book for free on Kindle. And like I said, the information in this book is priceless. I honestly learned more from this book than I did from the Cobra Self-Defense Academy, and I paid over $300 to participate in that. So yeah, you're listening to someone who's put the time in, and who has spent thousands of dollars over the years obtaining the self-protection and self-defense knowledge. That's my credentials and qualifications to make such assessments on the subject. And now I'm telling you that the information in this book is better than a lot of what's out there. And surprisingly, you won't pay a small fortune to obtain it. For what it's worth, I don't feel that the Cobra Self-Defense Academy was a scam. I feel that at the time it was worth what I paid because my life is worth that and then some. However, I would not pay for it again now that years have gone by and I've realized there's a lot of better information out there for way less, and then there are just a bunch of scammers out there looking to capitalize on people who are scared and looking for a solution to overcome their fear. Don't be one of the people who get scammed. Thank you for watching this video by the Reality Self-Protection channel. If you're watching on YouTube or TikTok, please like, share, follow, and subscribe. Don't forget to click the YouTube bell icon for future notifications. If you're on Facebook, please like and follow the Reality Self-Protection Facebook page. For inquiries about acquiring an RSP handler, please contact us through our Facebook page, ensuring your interactions are respectful.